model for photography or anything is not just take pose. It's also acting.
It's acting, especially with your eyes. Your eyes need to flirt with the camera or just act like the camera is somebody you try to seduce a little bit, but you feel very confident with that person as well. So if I see a camera, I don't see a camera. I see a person, I see the person behind the camera, and I try to have a connection with that person as well. It makes life so much easier.
And we can chin,
Cheers.
or we can make the chin or the clap, the clap.
Yeah.
The chin is the clap. Right?
That's the chin.
Let's go. Chin.
Chin.
Hi, today we receive Sherin.
Hello.
So Sherin, please, can you introduce yourself, please?
Hi, my name is Sherin. I was born in Berlin. I've been in London now for the last 7 years, I think. And
Okay.
I've been modeling since I was 17, 18.
Okay.
Something like that. Yeah.
Cool. What do you do in my bedroom?
We just had a test shoot, and the pictures are very
Oh, it's
amazing.
not test, huh?
It's a good shoot then.
It's collaboration.
Sorry. We just had a shoot together, and the pictures are amazing. I'm really in love with it. Natural lights. Yeah, really good. Good job.
She's not paid for this, man. Okay,
I'm
cool.
honest.
Can you explain what is your past? How do you be model, or have you been model or anything? Can you explain the starting, and after we can chat about the photography together?
Perfect.
Yeah.
So when I started modeling, I actually never wanted to become a model. Never. I was always taking the pictures, actually. So I was behind the camera, not in front of the camera. So, and then I was doing a shoot for one of my best friends who goes to studies at the mode, like the fashion school in Belgium.
Okay.
So one of the biggest schools for fashion.
You're from Belgium?
Well, I lived in Belgium for a long time.
Okay.
I'm not from there. I was born in Berlin, but then grew up actually in Belgium. So I have a lot of friends that go there to school, and they asked me to take pictures, but then because I have the sizes as a model, they always used me as a model as well. And then once they used me every time and I saw the pictures and I saw the payment, the payment was important for me. That's how I started, slowly. So in the beginning, I'd done a lot of things for free until I realized this is not how I pay my rent.
What do you do exactly? Look like, do you contact any model agency, or someone
No.
scout you on the street and say,
not
hey,
yet.
you?
Not yet.
No?
So I started with the fashion school first, and that's how a lot of people knew me. And then I think my first ex-boyfriend who I was together with, my first relationship, he told me there is an open casting in Brussels. Go there right now.
Cool.
And I was not confident at all. My hair was red as well. My style was just absolutely not okay. I went there, and that's when I realized the model fashion world is very, very harsh. Because when I came inside, they were all over me. They really loved me.
It was your first experience.
That was my
Absolutely
first
experience.
First experience, yeah. So when I came to the agency, I could see how friendly and how not friendly they were to some models. So when they saw me, they were like, oh yeah, please sit on the side, wait there. So I waited on the side, but then when other models came in, they were just like, no. And that was a little bit rude. And that's when I realized, okay, this fashion world is very harsh. I was 18, 17, 18, something like that. Yeah, so that was new for me as well. But then once I got signed, I think 2 weeks later, I went straight to Paris Fashion Week.
Oh.
Straight away to Paris Fashion Week, yeah. Where I started to working with Proenza, with Balenciaga as well. Like
With model agency or without model agency?
With agency, yeah. So I went straight to Paris, all new for me. I never been to Paris before, so that was the first time as well. And then you get put in a model house with 10 other girls.
Okay, just I've been thinking about one good tips you can share. How do you do for the catwalk? How do you learn and how do you training?
So that was my agency as well. Yeah, every time when I went there to do like Polaroid pictures for the website, they always teach me, oh, you have to walk like this, you have to turn like that. They told me everything. They teach me everything. Yeah. So
Okay.
a good agency will teach you and will do everything for you.
Okay. So model house?
Model house is a little bit different. I don't mind sharing a room, but most of the models there, everybody has a different age as well. Everybody has a different age. There are models that are 10 years older than you. Some, they want just rest. And then for me, it was new, Paris. I wanted to explore Paris a little bit. A few of the girls came with me as well, but there was always fights or something.
Okay.
Always complaints, fights, jealousy, of course. You have that everywhere.
So this is one part of my question. What's the relationship between models?
Some of them, they are really amazing. And then some of them, they just jealous. But I don't understand why they're jealous, because we are both here at the same job. Let's just both work together. Let the client see like we can work together well, and that's it. But it's, jealousy, competition. It's a lot of competition.
Ouais, okay. How do you manage this?
I don't really care, because I only have to see you for a few days and then I'm gone. Or sometimes I just have to see you for one day and then that's it. So it doesn't really do anything to me anymore. In the beginning, of course, I wanted to everybody have to be my friends. Like I want to be friends with everybody, but that doesn't bring you anywhere. It's just better to focus on your job, be good at your job, show the clients that you're very good at your job, and that's it. I was a student, yes. I've done graphic design. So I've done graphic design, so you have to do photographing as well.
Okay.
So that was more my passion. Arts, photographing, making websites or like a logo or something like that. That was more my thing. Yes, I've done that for years.
Okay, so it's for the reason you know to manage the camera for...
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I know how
You
to
can be a good
Photoshop. I know,
photographer. Yeah, okay.
exactly. Yeah, that's how I slowly went into the modeling.
So you stopped the activity of student, and you switched directly to the model job for full time? No.
I started working part-time in a vintage shop. Yeah, so a vintage shop in Belgium as well, where they get every month new clothes. It can be designer clothes like Versace, it can be like Zara, it can be whatever. So I started working there part-time, 3 days a week, until I more and more got asked by other people to be modeling for them. So that's how I started then. And then, my ex-boyfriend, he told me, please just go to an agency where you can get paid more, where you can travel and everything. So he really pushed me.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, really good guy.
Cool. So, and after, what happened after? You stay in Belgium or you have been in London? Or
I've been in Milan,
can you explain
London.
the why do you move to London for the model life?
It was a very difficult one. So I stayed with that agency, I remember, for like 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
Until my mom, she moved to Spain. So now I was all by myself in Belgium.
Okay.
Like I don't have a dad, so like my siblings, they went with my mom to Spain. So I was all by myself. Then the relationship ended as well after 6 years. So I was unhappy in a country where I already achieved everything that I wanted. My face was on billboards, my face was almost everywhere. So I was like, I can push myself further. Tried to do it in Milan, not my city. Then in Paris.
For the Fashion Week or for more?
For more.
Ah ouais?
Yeah. I've tried Paris as well. Also not really my thing. Until I moved. I didn't move to London yet. I came to London Fashion Week first. And everybody was very friendly, very open. And then I went back to Belgium to talk to my agency, like, oh, I want to move to London because I think that's way much better over there. No problem. But they told me I was too fat. Yeah. While I was already almost only 50 kilo. So I was already on the edge, actually, of having anorexia. So that made me realize as well, like the London agencies, they are not like that. They don't mind curvy, they don't mind plus size, they are very open with everything. So once my old agency said to me I was too fat, that made a click in my mind where I said, I don't want to do this anymore. Yeah, so I moved to London. I think a whole month it took me to find a new agency, but then I got signed straight away and I was working very good with them. They didn't say anything about my weight, nothing at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my next question, what is your relationship with your body?
I love my body. Right now, I do love my body. I always love my body, actually. Not when I'm skinny, because then I feel like I'm too young. I feel like a child a little bit. And I think a woman needs to have a little bit of curves. Like, that's very attractive. So I'm really happy with my body. I go to yoga lessons 3 times a week. I go gym 5 times a week, just because I enjoy it as well. That's it. I really love my body.
Do you take care about well, in London? It's not complicated to do not eat too much because the food is not amazing.
Oh, I love food.
Do you take care about the food, or do you take care? Do you have any? Are you a vegetarian? Or?
I was vegan for a long time. So I was 7 years pescatarian, and then 3 years out of the 7 years I was vegan. I realized I gained more weight than eating meat and all these kind of things. I was healthy, definitely. I was happy as well, but I felt like I missed something. It's not that I eat meat every day now. I eat it like maybe once a week or maybe twice a month. But yeah, I do love food.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can eat everything. You just practice little bit sport and everything.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. And a lot of water. That's the only thing I drink. And a little bit of Prosecco.
Okay.
But yeah, water, definitely.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. If I was always confident?
Ouais.
I was not. So the thing was, when I was back in school, when I was younger, I got bullied in school because I didn't really have any curves. I was very tall, very flat, and you know how it goes with teenagers. So anyway, once I got not really scouted, but got asked for like a lot of pictures and modeling, and I saw myself different as well. I'm not perfect. I realized that nobody's perfect, but I looked every day in the mirror and told myself, "This is you. This is the way you are. Embrace it, and that's it." It makes life way much easier as well if you just accept yourself. So that's the way I've done it.
So you are not on the conformism.
No.
You want to be yourself.
I want to be myself. This is the way I am. I went through too much to have people judging me the way I am. I know who I am. I know what I can do. And I'm the only one who makes myself happy.
Ouais.
So that's the way I started thinking. And it made a lot of things very, very easy in life.
Okay. What's your attitude when you fail on some casting sometimes? And what is your acceptation, your dissociation between your mind and between your body? How do you do, if you can do?
So with castings, in the beginning, I took it very too hard. Because a lot of people are like, "Oh my God, you're so beautiful, you're amazing," but you don't get booked. So you get actually already judged by just the first look. They just see you, they don't know how you are as a person or anything like that. So it was really harsh in the beginning. But then now I got the attitudes like, there's so many other jobs. Somebody else will book you, somebody else will love you. So that's the way I always deal with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not too much pain for you, and you do not try to fall on the loop of depression or anything?
No. I try to see what I've done wrong to learn for the next time. Like, okay, maybe I should improve more about this. But for the rest, no.
Cool.
No, I'm not like that, no.
Cool. Well, do you have some tips to share to the new people who want to start on modeling or anything, or
Yeah.
don't do that, or wait a little bit for this, or don't?
Well, I wouldn't wait for anything. Just go for it. Just try. Get as much as confident and practice that you need. Also, the way I practice, now I know my face, how it looks in camera and everything, and I know what I want, just because I practiced every day 20 minutes in front of the mirror. Every day. Finding my angle, finding my face, like, that's the most important thing. That's how I done it.
This is your secret for the e-commerce when we work on the e-commerce together? 20 minutes ago, you are on
always having a mirror in front of me as well helps. Yeah.
Okay.
It really helps.
Just for everyone, I would like to say we work together also in one other job. And this is how I met this girl. And on the fashion and on e-commerce, and she's very impressive about the post.
Thank you.
6 hours?
Yeah.
And
6
so-
hours. But I've been doing this for 12 years already, so very smooth right now. But it's definitely practicing. When I was younger, when I was started, 18, I think my agency told me back then, practice in the mirror. I know this sounds very like cheesy or something like that, but it does really a lot. Because now you can find your angle, you can see whatever you want. Because like you said before as well, there are a lot of girls when they're very confident, but once they see their pictures, they're like, "Oh, I don't like my face." It's just because they haven't practiced their face in the mirror yet.
I would think about the question. What do you think about and what is your relationship with social media?
If it was me, personally, I would never have Instagram. If I wasn't a model, Instagram is not my thing because there are so many filters, so many things that you want to change about yourself as well. Plus, you see things every day on side of Instagram or like social media, and you think like, "Oh, my life is not good." Well, it's all probably fake, or your life is probably way much better than their life. So yeah, I think don't take social media too serious.
Okay, and the responsibility about the people, the influencer. What do you think about the influencer in general, and the responsibility about this?
There are some influencers that are very good, and some that I think like, don't watch that. It's just try to do your own way. Like there's always, of course, you can have some ideas from influencers or from social media. You can take a few ideas, but try to make it your own idea, and try not to look too much to other people. That's my thing. Influencers are there; they get paid for it. So
yeah, and it can be fake, and no one realizes it's fake. And
a lot of things are photoshopped as well. A lot of things are full with filters, like
fake followers.
Fake followers, exactly. Now the blue tick as well. You can buy it these days. So yeah, it's a lot of fake things. But yeah.
Okay. So what is how many times do you use the social media per day or per week?
I do use it a lot. I do love it because I do art as well, do tattoos as well. So I'm trying to find inspiration more towards there. Also, I love to travel. So I'm trying to find places on social media then where people tag it, where I can see it a little bit more. So I like to get a few information from social media, definitely, but no information like what can help with my life and everything. Yeah, there are some quotes and there are some podcasts where they tell you everything, but don't even listen to everything as well.
Okay.
Maybe YouTube, yeah. YouTube is more my channel, my go-to.
We put the link of the channel for the people if you want to follow.
I never had those kind of things. I fell a few times on a catwalk, yeah. So the last time I fell...
What do you mean about failing?
I fell, yeah. So, yeah, but it's the way you pick yourself up again. So I think a few months ago, I had this bridal catwalk. So bridal, the dresses are very big and they had stairs as well. So they had like 3 stairs and then walk the catwalk and then come back. Well, I forgot about those stairs. So yeah, in this big dress, I just fell down. And for one moment, I was just like, I just kept sitting, looked at the crowds, smiled a little bit, got myself up again, and then gave the biggest walk that I could give, like the most attitude ever. And I think most people, they forgot about the way I fell because I picked it up so good.
Can we find a video on YouTube? Or?
I hope not. Could be, but I hope not. Yeah, for the rest, I always try to make myself comfortable before I go out on the catwalk as well. If I feel like the shoes are a little bit too loose, I'll tell them so they can strap them up a little bit more. But I'd rather have everything very tight so I don't lose anything. Because I lost some shoes as well. Sometimes I glide into shoes as well, so my toes are touching the floor, but then half of the heel is out. There's a lot of things, but just keep walking.
And I suppose you stay natural and
stay natural.
It's the life.
Yeah, I think
With your pragmatism, it's nice.
Yeah, one of my first shows as well, and I thought I'm never gonna walk a show again, but afterwards it was a little bit funny. So that was in Belgium as well, and it's one of the biggest fashion shows in Antwerp. And my friends, they all came to watch me. But this designer, she gave me a top, what was actually just a leather fabric. Just a leather fabric, and she put it around me with a belt. Now, leather is stiff, but when you start walking, it's not stiff. So I started walking, and the whole leather thing just fell down like that. So I was fully exposed. And now I didn't know what to do anymore, so I just kept walking. I just looked at one focus point, and I just kept walking. Yeah, my friends afterwards, they said to me, we saw a little bit too much of you, but it was professional. So that's the only thing you can do. Always try to be confident, because I could have also, be ashamed and just took my top off and walk around like that. But I didn't. I was just it happened now, keep going. And because of that, I got more jobs as well. Because a lot of people saw, she's very professional.
In our case.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, do you have any makeup routine?
Makeup routine? No, I got skincare routine. Skincare routine, I do, yeah. So I'll take my makeup off after a shoot with coconut oil. It's one of the best products. No alcohol in as well, and it washes off so smooth. Then I use my African black soap.
Okay.
It's very good. So especially when you have spots or something like that, it disappears straight away. Then, of course, I got my serums. I got my night cream. Got a little face mask as well where you can sleep within. And the biggest thing that I use, like powder, pills, and cream as well, is collagen.
Okay.
Yeah, collagen is my favorite thing.
Okay.
Yeah, makes your skin very smooth, makes it like glass. It's really, really shiny. Very good. These days I don't really do castings anymore. As I got my clients now. I started to have this bond with my clients. So every week or like every 2 weeks, I always get booked by the same clients. Castings I do sometimes, but I prefer to send them a video, so I don't have to like go outside, and it's more confident as well if you can make a video at home and just send it out.
What do you do? Because it's not easy. I've received a lot of models. She say you are alone in front of the camera.
Oh, I think it's way much more confident for me. I always act like the person is, like my camera is a person. So I always act like that. Thank God I got this sticky thing so I can just put it wherever I want. But I feel more confident when I'm alone.
Okay.
Yeah, more when I'm alone, because as a model you need to do a few acting lessons as well to be more confident, to be like more smooth and everything. And nobody cares about your whole setup. I can even like do it next to this, or like, I don't know, in front of the door, in front of my house. Nobody cares about the setup. Everybody cares about the acting and the way you present yourself.
So do you have some tips and tricks share for everyone about the light, about something?
Natural light. Natural light is definitely the best. Even though I know it's winter now and it's cold, but just try to go outside, try to hold yourself together and just film a few things. And if you're really not confident to do it alone, just ask one of your friends.
Okay, you talk to your phone, look like a friend.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I always act like my phone is my friend.
You have a very good relationship with your mirror and with your phone.
It's eye contact, exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
It's your secret.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting what you say, because model for photography or anything is not just take pose. It's also acting.
It's acting, especially with your eyes. Your eyes need to flirt with the camera, or like just act like the camera is somebody you try to seduce a little bit, but you feel very confident with that person as well. So if I see a camera, I don't see a camera. I see a person, I see the person behind the camera, and I try to have a connection with that person as well. It makes life so much easier. So yeah, most of the time I have my weekends off, but I try to do my weekends to do like more test shoots. Because the more you work on your book, the more jobs you get. And I think every model, or even if you want to start, you need to have a good book, a very good book.
What do you do? How do you choose your photographer?
I reach out to people on Instagram. So when I go on Instagram, a lot of people reach out to me as well, photographers. And sometimes I'm like, I don't gain anything out of this. So that's why I pass. But if other photographers ask me, I'm like, oh yeah, I really like the pictures. I know this is my style as well. We can communicate in some way. But if not, then I reach out sometimes. And if not like that, then I ask my agency, please book me something in. Of course, that's a paid shoot then. I have to pay for it. But at least your book is fully new and you can start working again.
How do you avoid to have some bad experience with photographer?
I already talked with them in front. So once on Instagram or something like that, I already tell them, this is what I want. I don't want to take longer than this time, or like, I don't want to do too naked, or like these kind of things. I always tell them strict, this is from day one, before I even meet you, this is the way I want it, and that's it.
Okay.
And I know a lot of photographers, they will tell you like, oh, can you take this off or that off? And I'm always like, no, I didn't came here for that. You knew that from the beginning, so that's it. For me, a no is a no. So he can always ask me like, oh, can you remove that? Or I would say, no, sorry, I don't feel comfortable with that. Definitely, because it's the first time we work together or something like that. Now, I have other photographers where I shoot almost every month with, every 2 weeks. They're like kind of my friend right now. I feel very comfortable because you need to see first how a person is before you can ask somebody, oh, take this off. Or no, you need to make a person first confident. You can ask me that maybe on the third shoot, on the fourth shoot, when I feel confident. Because if you shoot now for the fourth time, that means I like the pictures and I'm very confident as well.
Okay.
So yeah.
So it's not because you remove more clothes, you have more job?
No, definitely
no
not.
link?
No, it's more about your attitudes and the way you work. Yeah.
Okay. If you have a bad experience at work for a professional job or anything, do you talk about this too with your model agency? And what is your relationship with the model agency?
Yeah, so my model agency is very good. everything that I need, they will tell me straight away. They will help me straight away as well. They always, after my job, if I have a new client, they always text me or call me as well to ask me how the new client was. So I really like that. Not all agency they do it, but if you have a good connection with your agency, definitely.
Okay, it's important. The communication is important.
Very much. And I know some agencies, they have a lot of bookers, but try to like become very close with all of the bookers. It gives you more jobs as well. Plus they can see how you are. And it's more communication. They can even call you like sometimes around 11 p.m. Oh yeah, somebody canceled. Can you take that job over? Because they know you. They know you're always prepared. You're always ready to like do the job.
Okay.
So that's a lot of good things.
What is your dream? What is your goal?
So I have a few goals. I definitely want to start like keep doing graphic design and my tattooing as well because I really love it. I love art. That will never disappear out of my life. But what I want to do is I want to open my own agency, a modeling agency, to show girls, because after like 12 years or something like that, I know what's missing in the fashion world and what's not. And I want to have girls that I sign with, that they feel confidence around me. That they come to me like I'm a real mom, you know? So they can talk to me and everything.
Oh, it's natural.
Yeah. Exactly. Like this is the most important thing for me because a lot of models, they get treated like dirt. Like every agency is like, oh, I can replace you easily. Yes, you can, but the attitude is not there, you know? You can replace me easy as well, but we'll never have the same attitude or the same work or like something like that. So I want to do that definitely. And I want to live in Dubai.
Okay.
I need some sun. Yeah. I need sun, warmth. Yeah, and also tax-free country. So yeah, my future is like I want to help other girls to achieve what they really want to as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to play the bad guy too late. I'm French. What do you think about the future of the modeling with artificial intelligence and?
Yeah, AI is slowly taking over. So I know they will use a lot of AI models as well, but it will never be the same as using a real model, because you have a whole team now, and the only thing that the team can do is work with something that's not there. It doesn't make sense for me.
How do you feel about the photoshoot? Was it your first time? Look like natural lighting?
Yeah, it was definitely my first time after a long time. Because most of the time I do it in studios and it's different. The light is not like I love natural lights. Like when the sun shines on you, when your skin glows differently, like it's way much better. I feel better as well because in the studio the light is everywhere and sometimes I get blinded as well. They try to show me the picture and I'm like, I can't see anything because of the flash.
And it's not too hard to be yourself and to look like it's a wedding day. It's look like I catch the moment and everything. It's not complicated for you? If
you feel confident or like comfortable around the area that you're in or like the room that you're in, I don't think it's hard. But you need to feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah. You need to feel comfortable. And yeah. Just be yourself always.
Okay, you are happy with the pictures?
I am very happy with the pictures.
We can put the pictures on the podcast after. 100%. I'm very happy also. It was very nice.
I'm very happy. My dream thing, and I came very close, is working with Versace. Versace is one of my favorite brands.
Ah ouais?
Yeah. It's one of my favorite brands.
It's Italian,
I love it. Yeah, it's Italian.
You don't choose any French brand?
No,
okay.
No, sorry. I've done my French part already. I'm good.
Okay, it's a big deception, but it's alright.
Yeah.
I can survive.
No, I like Versace. Also
Versace,
because it's like from the 90s, it's old school. I like the whole story about Gianni Versace as well. I love the whole Medusa, the story. I love it. Yeah, and the golds and the black and the old school, it's my thing.
Everyone wants to know where do you go for your shopping? Because you have one unique style also for this outfit.
There are a few places that I go to. So because I live in London, Pretty Little Thing is very easy because that's next day delivery. It's very hard to find good things. So be patient and find really, really good things. Don't just buy because you want to buy. Zara. And then what I do most of the time is when I travel to Amsterdam or to Belgium, I go vintage shopping.
Okay.
And that's where I find all my designer stuff, all my jeans outfits, like all my jewelry as well, vintage.
Do you have 3 book recommendations?
Why men love bitches. Definitely. Has nothing to do with men. It has to find your own confidence about yourself again. So that's really one of them. Then the book, the Chanel book. The way she starts designing, creating Chanel. She's French as well. Very good book. Very interesting as well. And then my third one. I'm going to go all the way left, but it's definitely a book of Stephen King. I love Stephen King.
Okay.
Yeah. The movies are good as well, but Stephen King. I love horror. I like scary things.
Symmetry?
Yeah, exactly. Pet Sematary. One of my favorites.
I love the book of Symmetry, not too much the film. You have two films. You make one old and one recent.
The old one is good.
Well,
I like the
book
old
is amazing.
One. Yeah, the book is amazing. Yeah.
Okay.
I love Stephen King.
So I can bounce for the next question. 3 movie recommendations?
Pet Sematary, definitely. Blow. And then one of my favorite movies as well, comedy, is Girls Trip.
Okay.
It's really funny. I think a lot of girls, they know the movie.
Okay. And now, you prefer to look movie or series, or what's your ratio?
If I have time, I love documentaries. Definitely. Like this documentaries.
What kind of documentary?
Like the new documentary on Netflix, the O.J. Simpson.
Okay.
Or like criminal things. Series, I don't really have time for it.
Okay.
No, I like Disney Plus as well. I'm watching on Disney Plus now My Wife and Kids.
Okay.
But that's old. That's old school as well. For the rest, I like things that reminds me of a good time, or like things where I can learn of.
Okay, cool.
But I'd rather like take a bath, have my glass of wine, read my book in the bath. Yeah, that's more me.
Cool. Do you have any sport?
Well, I do
sport
yoga.
recommendation, sorry.
Yeah, no, I do yoga a lot. I love yoga.
How did you discover the yoga?
I discovered the yoga during just a few weeks before lockdown. I had this yoga teacher told me about Bikram yoga, hot yoga. And I was like, yeah, well, you know what, I'll try it. It was a 20 days challenge. And I saw my body changing after like a few days already. And just the way I wanted. I didn't want to lose weight, anything like that. It was just toned and very like, sexy. And that's how I started, but it's very hard.
Do you have any basics? Have you practiced dance before or anything? What kind of dance?
I've done ballet before, yeah. So I started doing ballet when I was, I think, 8 years old.
Because when you are gracious.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, when I'm young, of course every girl, when they grow up, they love ballet. So I've done that for a few years, and then I started dancing hip-hop, and then I've done acro gym, and then I went swimming as well. I was so active as a kid.
Okay, so you have a good basics for start the yoga.
Yeah.
Because you need
yoga is nothing for me.
Flexible, and you need to be...
I was always very flexible, so that's no problem for me.
Cool. So I don't know if you have any other question, or if you want to speak about something other.
You asked all the questions, I think.
Perfect. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sherin. Thank you for coming. And we put all of the information, your Instagram and everything, and the pictures we took. Thank you so much.
Can't wait for the pictures.
Thank you so much.
You're
so
welcome.
Cool. It's all right?
Yeah, done.
You like it?
Yeah, it was funny.
It was cool.